I, 26F, lost interest after seeing his 23M penis for the first time. I've been online dating for a while now. Bunch of trial and error. And yesterday I decided to hang out with this new guy. I told him and I told myself I didn't want to hook up because I think it's best to take our time getting to know each other. We spent a significant amount of time together just hanging out, watching movies, and cuddling. It was honestly nice. Eventually we did end up getting more handsy and we began to make out. While we were kissing he laid my hands to his pants, which I didn't mind, but his penis was very small and thin. Maybe 4 inches max. I still kept playing with it and even gave him head because he wanted it, but I really felt awkward with the size. We didn't attempt to have sex because I'm on my period, but even if I wasn't, I'm not sure how pleasurable it would be. Confused face. I'm a girl who usually gets really wet down there, so I sometimes have to wipe me and my partner to regain that friction since it's so slippery. The last guy the first was with was maybe 5 inches and it kept slipping out. I'm afraid with a smaller penis penetration just might not be pleasurable. I feel really bad that I kinda lost interest because no man chooses his size. Ultimately he can't help that he's smaller, slightly frowning face. I know there are other ways we probably could try to have fun sexually, but I think he might be a bit vanilla in bed as he doesn't know what his kinks are, nor can he identify if he's even a dom, switch or sub. At this point we might just be sexually incompatible. Anyone here been with a smaller man but have a great sex life? How did you do it? I would appreciate any tips on sex with a partner who is smaller. Please no judgmental comments. I really don't want to be shallow and cut him off over something like this, but it's really bothering me. My heart goes out to our fallen soldier. Edit. My first award. IDK what to do with it, but thanks kind stranger. You could simply ask him what position he likes his partners in. This should tell you what position he does well in. This approach might take away some of the awkwardness. I dated someone with a small penis who I would rank as only second to my husband as far as lovers go. His small size did not impact his skill and the sex was very hot. We didn't work out for other reasons, but it was definitely not the sex. So on the plus side, you're not gonna get poked in the cervix. Nearly passed out the first time it happened to me. Ouch. I feel your pain being well lubricated. It's a blessing and a curse. Your legs over his shoulders shifts things so you're more shallow and he'll feel deeper. You can have really satisfying sex with a smaller guy and really unrewarding sex with a bigger guy. I wouldn't let size put you off. Hope you have fun together. Do the guy a favor and move on. When he realizes your disappointment, he'll probs be crushed. You don't know anything till you try. He may just blow your mind with the other things he likes and is willing to do for you. I'm with someone on the smaller end of things. I haven't whipped a ruler out, but depending on his weight it's somewhere between 45 inches. Not crazy thick but not overly thin. For the record, I seem to end up sleeping with guys with larger than average equipment. So people may expect me to be a size queen. Let me tell you that our sex life is insane. We're kinky and he hits all the spots and has me drooling with just a few words. His head game is immaculate. And he's done things with his hands I can't even describe without a content warning. And I can't get enough of his dick. I crave it. He and I fit together just right. And he's able to get me going in all kinds of new exciting ways I haven't experienced with bigger guys who hit different spots. Some positions are better than others. Sure. And I have similar wetness concerns. But the sex is good. I've never enjoyed being on top as much as I do with him. My girl. Try it out. Ah ha 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 ha. Don't cross your bridges before you come to them. And if you are sexually incompatible, say goodbye. My girlfriend, wife now, once told me, "I love your dick. It doesn't hurt like big ones." Ouch. But it was a genuine compliment. And she does. I'm one of the select few who has been able to give her PIV orgasms. Do I wish it were bigger? Maybe. But it's making my life partner happy and no one else will see it. Other than my urologist. However, you have every right to prefer a bigger one if that's what you need for sexual pleasure. I say give the little guy a test drive. If you like the guy, that is. If you're not clicking anyway, cut him loose. My husband isn't the smallest I've had, but he's far from the biggest I've had. He makes me cum every time. It's not the size of the boat you're riding. It's the motion in the ocean wave. Everyone commenting on the size thing. But I'm stuck on, he doesn't know his kinks, nor can he identify if he's even a dom, switch, or sub. You say this as if it's standard info that everyone can just whip out. So to speak, I'm 55 and I don't know my kinks. I don't think I have any. Do I like certain things more than others? Yeah, but I wouldn't call them kinks, and I certainly do not identify as a dom or switch or sub. I just want to have sex. If you have very specific preferences like this, you should find a group of like-minded folks. General Tinder is not going to cut it. Not everyone is a dom, a switch, or a sub. Some people just have sex. It's bothering you. But guilt is keeping you stuck. This only leads to resentment. Sorry. Oh boy, you're gonna get raked over the coals in these comments. Brace yourself. As for him being vanilla, dude's still young and there's a good chance he's aware of his size. This may be exactly where his lack of experience comes from. You can either venture forward, possibly being the person that unlocks this dude's sexual world, and then ya end up finding out the guy is a wizard with a 4 inches wand. Or you could put an end to it now and not bother. Man shrugging, light skin tone. Some of my favorite and most pleasurable experiences were with the smallest men. If it's a literal issue with it slipping out due to the wetness, you can try extenders. I have seen things that look like condoms. Essentially, it's like a sleeve that adds a little length. Maybe pretend you use them all the time and it's helpful due to your slippery situation, so you don't have to make him feel singled out. Make it seem like it's your fault, you need it. You know how sensitive of a subject this can be for a lot of people. I say see how he is with other aspects of sex first. I've had some huge guys and, well, not so huge ones. It is absolutely possible to enjoy sex from a smaller dick and not enjoy a bigger one. Sometimes dudes with big dicks think all they gotta do is show up face with rolling eyes. Guys who are smaller often work on ways of giving pleasure to women with what they've got. As the old saying goes, it's not the size of the wave, it's the motion of the ocean. Tears of joy, winking face. It depends on people. Everyone has their own preferences. The worst sex I ever had was with a small penis. So I prefer average to bigger ones. Length isn't necessarily an issue for us. Because he has girth. He's 56 inches fully erect. Grower. Not a shower. And he's about as big around as a $50 coin. Just a little bigger than one. Anyways, I was a virgin when we met. However, I was fairly promiscuous. I think that's how you spell it. And he introduced me to kink. Slowly, softly, and at my pace. Our connection was instant and easy. Not just physical, but emotional, too. The reason I say all of this is that you shouldn't force it. If the connection simply isn't there, then it's not there. And for ASO, assuming both parties are people who like sex, which it seems you both do, that connection needs to be both physical and emotional. It doesn't have to be instant. It doesn't always happen like that. It can grow over time. But the point is that it has to be there. Ouch. Length isn't the problem because if you get really wet, it's the girth that's going to be the issue. If you know the PIV will be disappointing and you're not willing to compromise, you shouldn't string him along. Truth is that once he finds out you're super wet and maybe you tent big too, he won't get the friction he likes. He'll probably be disappointed as well. Mismatches happen.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.